I'm super excited about this, you guys. Look at him. He's in his hotel room in the middle of the night just for us. Okay, so Bryan Marsh is a father of 4 young children and husband to his beautiful bride, Fiona. And prior to Juice Plus, Bryan worked full-time in their digital marketing company that he started close to 20 years ago. Since starting Juice Plus, the Juice Plus business in February 2016, God, that was not very long ago. Bryan has had very quick success, hitting the pinnacle position of national marketing director within 8 months and then he hit the prestigious 100 Club within 13 months. Are you kidding me? Amazing. So Bryan is passionate about empowering moms and dads to start their online business so that they can prioritize their own family's vision over their employers. You guys, I met Bryan in person at one of our Juice Plus Live conferences. And after hearing him speak at the Canadian reception, which was awesome, and just having that conversation with him, and this is the heart of our business, is that he took time. He didn't know who the heck I was. And he really poured into me and sharing what he does and his passion. And I just love that about this, you guys. Just dive into this community, keep showing up. So let me share one quick fun fact that you might not know about Bryan. I'm not sure many people would know this, Bryan. So Fiona and Bryan saw Celine Dion in concert in Vegas on their honeymoon. One of them was bored and fell asleep, while the other one was emotional listening to her songs. Should we guess which was which, Bryan?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm turning it over to you. Thank you so much. All you.
Awesome. What's up, pajama party people? I'm just going to pin my video. I have just literally rolled out of bed, which is why I've got hat hair. And this is the first time I've ever let anyone see me with hat hair, because I normally spend time doing my hair. So if you don't mind, I'm going to wear a hat. What an honor to be on here. It's pretty early in the morning here. I shouldn't tell you who was the emotional person, right? It was me. Fiona went to sleep and I was like crying through the songs. So no one else knows that either except for my wife. So we're all about telling secrets in this. So the last few days I've had the honor of spending time with our national marketing directors in head office in Newcastle in Australia. They invite a bunch of us to come back and just serve them, which is why I'm away and I'm in a hotel room at the moment. But it is an honor to be here with you guys. It's my first time being at a pajama party. So it's all about firsts, all right? So I'm going to turn off the chat actually so I didn't get distracted. My name's Bryan Marsh and I've been with this amazing company for 3.5 years. The reason why we got started was my wife's idea. It was not my idea to join Juice Plus or start. She is the smart one in our relationship. She was the one that saw a vision before I saw it. And that started 3.5 years ago. The reason why we joined is my wife was looking to go back to work, and we had 4 small children at the time, and she was a stay-at-home mum for about 8 years. Prior to that, she was a special needs primary school teacher. And prior to that, she flew for Emirates Airlines. We had the first few years of our relationship, we had a very long distance relationship. She moved to Dubai. She worked there for a couple of years, but I missed her. It did give me an opportunity to work on my business, my other traditional businesses, which we still have today, but are definitely not as I'm not passionate about them anymore, unfortunately. But I encouraged her, or forced her really, to come home and have babies. And so she did. She came home, we got married, we had children, we've got 4 of them now. We've got a girl, Sienna, who is turning 12 in December, Carter, who is 9, and twin boys. So we went for 3 and got 4. Twin boys that are turning 7 in October. And Fiona comes from a single parent, single child relationship. I'm one of 4. We're loud and we're extroverted, and Fiona is an introvert. And she wanted 2 children. I wanted 4. We're both praying people, but I was the only one who prayed for 4, and I got what I wanted. So we went for 3 and got 4. Which is a very big blessing for us. So she spent time at home for 8 years. as a stay-at-home mum, but kind of just lost her identity, I suppose, in that role. We didn't really know it at the time, but she was just looking for something different, looking to get out of the house, looking for something to do. And so the only thing she thought she could fall back into was going and doing relief teaching. And she was really anxious about that because she's not a morning person. Like, it's hard to get Fiona out of bed in the morning. And she's not always up helping me with the kids to get to school. She has been the last few weeks, which is awesome. But just the idea of getting a phone call at 6 a.m. and saying you're on today to work just drove her crazy. She was anxious about that. But we saw Adam and Kira, and we'd known Adam and Kira, our uplines, Adam and Kira Westwick, for about 9 or 10 years at the time. We used to train at their health and fitness studios, and we saw their journey, and we knew of some of the struggles they were having in their traditional gyms, which are difficult, right? Any traditional business is difficult. I mean, they've all got their challenges, but we saw they weren't kicking goals. Their lifestyle wasn't amazing, and then we saw them start something different, and that was only through social media. You know, we saw they had started to create a lifestyle that we were curious about. Moved into a house, moved near the beach, spending more time with kids. And Fiona was curious. So she reached out to Kira, and we went around to their house, and we had questions. We got those questions answered. But on the way over, I'm like, in my head, I'm a traditional business owner. I'm too busy. I was telling myself all this nonsense. And I was like, had my ego out, and I'm like, I'll come there and give you business advice, and this is all you, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we're in the meeting, and I was totally inspired about what this could be for our family. And Adam asked some really good questions, and one of them was, well, what are you hoping this could be for you? And Fiona wanted $1,000 a week, which was kind of her income if she went and did 2 or 3 days relief work as a relief teacher. So it's casual, there's no holiday pay or anything wrapped up, so you get more of an hourly rate. So, but he understood, or he knew that that wouldn't excite both of us. And he said, well, what if it could be more? And we gave him a figure, which was around $20,000 a month. And he asked, okay, and what time frame? And it was 2 to 3 years. And he said, okay, well, we'll see. And fast forward 13, 14 months, we hit that really quickly. And it just blew our mind of the lives that we have seen changed on that journey. And that, to me, is the most inspirational part of the business. Seeing someone come into this business and just grow within that time frame it just blows my mind, that contribution and growth part. And that's what gives me purpose, is just to see lives transformed, either through health or through business and growth. And I'm super passionate about business. It's because I've just been in businesses and loved business for the last 25 years. So my wife is super passionate about health. I am passionate about health also, but if I had one or the other, I love talking every day about business. And so yeah, we came to the business and we created a vision, and we honestly believe that for us, we knew why we were coming into the business. We knew who we could talk to. We knew who we could connect with. And I honestly believe that people buy from people they like, know, and trust. And for us, that was our family and friends and people that we had a connection with. So we turned our why while we're coming into this business for Fiona to stay at home and never miss our important occasions at school. And we turned that into a vision. And I kind of and I'll be completely upfront and honest with you about it, I haven't been talking about my vision enough, and it's just hit me like a brick truck the other day. And I don't start any training session or any talk without going through my vision now. So, and which is, I believe parents should have a choice to do parent care instead of daycare. I believe parents should have the choice to prioritize their own family's goals instead of their employer's goals. And I envisage a world where parents never miss a special occasion because they are building someone else's dreams. And I'm super passionate about teaching people how to make money online, start an online business, to create financial and time choices by inspiring healthy living around the world. So that first part about the vision isn't possible without the how-to at the end, which is the inspiring healthy living around the world, which is, a part of the, I suppose, aligns with the Juice Plus mission. So today, what we're going to do over the next 45 minutes or so is we're going to talk about some mindset stuff, and then we're going to set some goals and kick your butt a little bit about what we need to do between now and, as Courtney said, next conference. So we're going to talk mindset stuff. I'm going to give you a bit of a ninja mindset trick that when I implemented, just set my posture right, and then we're going to do some goal setting. So I want to give the first part of what I'm talking about credit to a mentor of mine by the name of James Wedmore. He has a podcast called Mind Your Business. It's just a different way of setting your mindset up for business. And I honestly believe that like everything that you've learned over the last 24 hours and success moving forward boils down to one simple concept, and it's how you see business determines what is possible. How you see business determines what is possible. So I'm just going to drink. So when I got this, when I realized, I'll put it in the comments before I finish. I'll give all credit to people. I'm not the smart one, okay? These guys, their content, I just implemented in a way that changed my life. So when I got this, when I realized that the way I saw business, which was getting my mindset right a number of years ago, probably 10 or 15 years ago, it changed my life. And so I want to ask you a question. I want you to think about it for a second. What do you think is possible? What do you think is possible? Do you think anything is possible? And if you do think anything is possible, do you think anything is possible 100% of the time? First question, do you think anything is possible? And the second question about that is, do you think anything is possible 100% of the time? Is it fact to you? Is it fact that anything is possible 100% of the time? Do you believe that? Do you really feel deep down inside you that anything is possible? Anything is possible. Now, okay, you may think that anything is possible, but do you feel it? Like, there's a big difference here. Do you know it? And do you live it? That anything is possible 100% of the time. Look at your business goals. Are those possible? You may think they're possible, but they come at a cost. An example, I might say to myself in my head, this is mindset stuff, that anything is possible. I believe I can earn an additional $500 to $1,000 a month, or build a six-figure business, whatever your goals are, whatever success looks like to you in this business, but at a sacrifice of you fill in the blank. I believe anything is possible, but at a sacrifice of. Maybe you're telling yourself that it's at the cost of time with your family, cost of time with a relationship, health. If that's you, do you believe you can achieve success in this business? Or you do believe you can achieve success in this business, but it's at a cost? And if that's you, then you actually don't believe anything is possible. If you believe that to create success in this business, there's going to be some sort of cost, then let's go back to that phrase that we said before and that question, do you believe anything's possible 100% of the time? But if there's a but in there and there's a sacrifice, then that's not true. So if you're not operating from the fact that anything is possible 100% of the time, let's go back to our first statement that I shared before. How you see business determines what is possible. How you see business determines what is possible. The first part of that phrase, how you see business. If you don't feel like anything is possible, then your future vision is already being constricted by how you see business. Your future vision, these goals that you want to achieve in this business, is already being constricted by how you see business. It's your perspective of business, right? How you see business is your perspective of business. But the question is, where did it come from? Were you born with it? Were you born with this perspective of business? Did you observe others in business? Do you have previous experiences of your own that have changing the way you perceive business, the way you see business? Recently, I heard James talking about a super smart young and ambitious teenager who told him that she does not want to ever become an entrepreneur. Her reason? My dad is an entrepreneur, and I see how much he travels and is away from the family. Did you catch that? She thinks all entrepreneurs need to travel and be away from her family or be away from the family. That may have been true a number of years ago, right? But it's not true today. Yet notice how easily she picked up beliefs and stories about what it takes to be successful in business. And they aren't even true. So let's look at your perspective of business. How do you see business? How do you describe it? How do you feel about business? If you had to write a book of your 10 secrets to achieve success in business, what would your secrets be? If you had to write a book, any book, you were going to use it as part of your marketing. Secrets to success in business. What would your secrets be? Better yet, here's another question. As you look at your biggest, hairiest, scariest goals, write down what it's going to take in order to hit those goals and be successful. If you did that, you will now have a window into how you see business. But what I want you to get is how you see business is not actually how business actually is. It's your perception of it. It's a perception of how you see business. And this is the case with many things in our life. An example that James uses is take the classic dog whistle, for example. Dogs can hear it, but we can't. Why? Because it blows at a different frequency than we do. It's outside of our range of hearing. So if we can't hear it, does that mean it doesn't exist? Is it not real? Simply because we can't hear it? Our perceptions are the filter through which we see the marketplace, business, opportunity, possibility, and more. Our perceptions are created from our environment, our beliefs, our interpretations. But how you perceive something doesn't mean that it is something. Just because you couldn't hear the dog whistle does not mean it didn't exist. For instance, you might think selling is scary or intimidating, sleazy. But just because that's your perception doesn't mean it is sleazy, scary, intimidating. To me, I love selling because I've always thought of selling as providing a solution to a problem. Solution to a problem. And I only sell things that I know are the solution to the buyer's problems. For 22, 23 years, I worked in the IT world. It was all about solution providing. People would come to us with a problem, we would provide a solution. People would come to us with a problem, we would provide a solution. It's no different to what we do in this business. We talk to people, we take an interest in people, we find their pain, we find their problems, and we provide a solution to that. However, we interact with what we perceive, not with what is. That's because the perception doesn't feel like a perception at the time. It feels much more like it's the way it is. So we interact with the perception. not the reality of business. We make decisions, take actions, and work in correspondence with our perception. Then we get the results that match our perceptions. We get the results that match our perceptions. And that's how people describe self-fulfilling prophecy, or that placebo effect. And that's because your brain doesn't align your beliefs to fit your life. It aligns your life to fit your beliefs. It aligns your life to fit your beliefs. And I'm going to say this again, because, and I highly suggest you write it down, is that your brain doesn't align your beliefs to fit your life. It aligns your life to fit your beliefs. Let me give you an example. All right, so you can start to see what I'm saying. So I had this person in my team about 12 months ago, and let's call her Betty. It took about 3 months for Betty to work through her warm market, and then she starts working on a cold market. And she was doing a great job, having success. Most of her conversations were turning into something. But then she realized that she was getting no's. And then she saw that she was being disheartened because she had thought differently about the 6th and 7th conversation. She was expecting them to get no's because she had already got 3 or 4 no's. But the question here is, what does question or conversation number 7 have to do with conversation number 6? Nothing. Did you notice what happened? When she said she talked to the first 6 people and had no's, but then she was telling herself a story in her head that number 7 was going to be a no too. And I wonder how they'll reject me. So the question is now, where are you doing this in your business? How are you letting things that have happened in your past affect your present and ultimately determine your future? Did a surge of no's or haters make you hesitate your next reach out? An example that James talks about at times is that he was talking about an experience some years ago at a seminar. He would never forget an eager lady in the front row. She was crushing her sales goals. In an exercise later in the day, he went around the room and asked one question: where do you go in your head when you get a no? Where do you go in your head when you get a no? Went around the room. And I think you should write this question down yourself. Where do you go when you get a no? What happens in your head when you get a no? So when he went around the room, the answers ranged from I'm a loser, I'll never be successful, and much worse. Tear-filled reasons. These people were hurting. He pointed to the lady and he asked, okay, what does it mean to you when you get a no? And she hit back her response without skipping a beat. Absolutely nothing. When she gets a no, it does not mean anything. So to her, selling was a fun game, and that had nothing to do with her worth, her value. A no to her didn't mean a thing. Didn't mean a thing. Nothing at all. But to everybody else in the room, it was the end of the world. Do you have any doubt in your mind as to why she was successful? Do you think she had mastered some secret sauce, some fancy tactic? What's the success secret? No, she just mastered a relationship, a mental relationship with selling. And it comes back to that question. How you see business ultimately determines what is possible. Ultimately determines what is possible when you get that no. And Albert Einstein once said, we can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. So moving forward, and I'm going to give you some things that I've used around mindset. Moving forward, Test your beliefs. Are they serving you? Are they true? You put them in your head. You did. Nobody else. You allowed them to go into your head. So guess who can get rid of them? You. Catch yourself when you're telling yourself a story. Contradict the belief that isn't serving you. Change the reasoning of the no. Change the reasoning. Change the perception, the belief of business. I'm going to talk about improvement versus new opportunity. And this, when I got this, I heard it first from Russell Brunson, is the founder of ClickFunnels. He's got some awesome books, and it's an improvement versus a new opportunity. When I got this right, my posture changed. Talking to people, getting people to come with me on the journey was much easier. So if you think about past leaders of new movements, you'll notice each of them offered their followers, their prospects, the people that we're talking to, a new opportunity. Think about Christ. He didn't give an improved way to follow Moses' law. He offered them a new law, a new covenant where salvation didn't come from animal sacrifices. Martin Luther King, he started a movement. He visualized the new world, a new opportunity. I have a dream that one day little black boys and girls will be holding hands with little white boys and girls. Steve Jobs, iPod wasn't an improvement on existing technology. It was a new opportunity. A new opportunity, 1,000 songs in your pocket. He did it again with the iPhone, a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communication device. And then he did it again by revolutionizing how we use computers. The iPad. Our goal is not to fix what is not working. Our goal is to replace what is not working with something better, a new opportunity. A new opportunity. It's not an improvement. It is a new opportunity that we are offering. If you are fixing what is not working, it is an improvement offer. And my buddies on the other side of the ditch, I'm here to tell you that improvement offers are a hard sell. So if you've been offering an improvement offer, then you've been doing it the hard way. And here's why. Here's a few reasons why. Most people have tried to improve in the past for some reason and it didn't work. They failed. Think about it. How many people have tried to lose weight or improve a relationship, make money? Maybe they've tried another business, another network marketing company, and they failed. So there's pain associated with their past experience, pain associated with it. And when there is pain associated with it, they start telling themselves a story about what we're offering. It's a pyramid scheme. Only the people at the first in the company make money. People at the top are making all the money. They have to be good at selling. You have to hunt down all your friends. You have to look a certain way. It was a big thing in Australia. You had to look a certain way to have success. Think about a new opportunity. The prospect doesn't, or the new friend, that stranger, that person you're talking to, the prospect doesn't really know what's involved. So there's no pain associated with the opportunity. No pain. It's a new opportunity. But if they are comparing our opportunity to their past experience, then in their mind, it's not a new opportunity. It's an improvement. In their mind, it's not a new opportunity, it's an improvement. Most people, another reason. Most people have desire because they think it's pretty easy to have desire, but most people don't have ambition. A new opportunity plays to people's desire to change their lives. We are creatures of desire. We want, we want more. The third reason, if our prospects are in need of improvement, if our prospects are in need of improvement, they must admit they failed before. To say yes to your improvement offer, they have to say yes. They have to believe that they have failed before. They need to admit that in the past they were wrong, something went wrong, and no one wants to admit they're wrong. No one. No one wants to admit they're wrong. When selling improvements, you are selling against hundreds of other opportunities. Our new opportunity has no competition. Our new opportunity has no competition. And number 5, status. I'm not talking about how people perceive you, but how you perceive yourself. How you perceive yourself. We make decisions hoping it will elevate our status. Think about it. The clothes we wear, the haircut we get, the car we drive, the school we send our kids to, the suburb we live in. We want to elevate our status. When looking at our opportunity, people are deciding, will it make them appear smarter, more stylish, more wealthy, more successful? Think about what stops people from saying yes to our opportunity. They are worried about a decrease in their status. What if I try this and I fail? How will I look? Yeah, no problem. How will I feel? What will people think of me? Status. Status. If they have failed at a business before, there is pain associated with that. So this is why our business, what we are talking about, is a new opportunity and nothing like the past. Nothing. There's no pain associated with a new opportunity. There's no pain associated with a new opportunity because it's new. They haven't done it before. We set our posture right. This is something that you've never done before. We are unlike anything else. So how do we do this? It starts with our mind. All revolutions start in our mind first, right? You need to believe that this is a new opportunity and nothing like anything else that you have done in the past. Nothing like it. It is a new opportunity. It is not an improvement offer. For our mindset to change, our beliefs need to change. It needs to be 100% rock solid. It needs to be 100% rock solid, because when our belief is 100%, it flows through our veins. The way we talk, the way we walk, the way we dress, the way we act, the way we show up, the way we handle nose is different, because we are 100% rock solid in our belief. When we are 100%, we have certainty. People see confidence. Your prospects, the people that you're talking to, whatever you call them, will be confident that our new opportunity is a solution to their problem. To me, like I said before, this is solution selling. When I'm taking an interest in people, I am trying to work out where the pain is in their life. Is it around health? Is it around time? Is it around finances? But only then, when I have that problem, the pain that they're in, do I have permission to share what I'm doing. It's solution selling from my point of view, okay? I know it can be an ugly word, but to me, it's about finding a solution to their problem and putting it together. So my question to you, are you 100% rock solid that this, what we are doing, what we are talking about today, tonight, whatever the time is a new opportunity? and nothing like anything else out there before. Nothing like it. It's a solution to their problems that you are 100% rock solid that this is a new opportunity. Nothing like anything anyone else has done before. Because when you have that rock solid, when you are 100%, what happens? Your posture changes. You walk into conversations. I don't need you, you need me. This is all about you. I am taking an interest in you because I love you and I want to help you, but I have something that may or may not be for you. It is a posture change. And when that posture changes, you are more attractive when you are sharing this opportunity with people. So I haven't been on a pajama regionals before, and I'm not sure if this is going to work, but if we can make this slightly interactive, maybe you can just do it in your groups, okay, and not use the chat. So we're all leaders on this call, and I want to help those struggling with belief, okay? And maybe there's a host that is a leader, and you can facilitate this for a few minutes. But why, in your mind, is this a new opportunity? Why is this an opportunity unlike anything else before? Anything else, it sets you apart from an improvement. So maybe if you huddle up in your little groups, spend a few minutes and just jot down the reasons why what we are offering is a new opportunity and not an improvement opportunity. Is that okay, Courtney? We do that? Awesome. So let's spend like 5 minutes on it, because this here, you want to print it out, you want to share it, you want to put it up on your wall, and it's like your affirmations. It is like, this is what's setting us apart from everybody else. Let's do it. 5 minutes. Do you want me to put thinking music on, or are you good? Sorry, I muted myself and realized I couldn't unmute myself. So if you're not in a group, or even if you've got notes from your group, drop them in the comments, because the cool thing about this, okay, is that you can copy and paste them, put them into a document and use them. So if you're a leader here and you've been speaking about it, drop them in. Why are we different to everybody else? I love some of these things. These are awesome. Residual income. Boom, Jennifer Owen. Life-changing income. I love the healthcare packages is not something that we have in Australia. We have a different healthcare system, and I know for you guys, that's life-changing, right? They're loved on where they're at. I'll tell you something that I experience when I come to the US conference is the community. That is one thing we look to you guys for and go, wow, we are trying to replicate that in Australia. The community. When I walk around the auditorium and I talk to people that have been in the business for 15, 20 years, and they are just doing it for the community or doing it for their 5 customers or whatever, and still in the business, like blows my mind. Blows my mind. That it's like coming home. I got off, I think it was out of Tampa, and I came home and to my house here in Australia, and man, it was like the experience I shared with my family when I went to your conference. It was like coming home. And I've been to 3 US conferences now, but that feeling, I get that feeling when I go back to my church, but I actually got it also from the US conference. It just blew my mind. Awesome. Guys, these are the beliefs that you need. You need to copy and paste this. I don't know if you can grab the chat later, Courtney, and put it up in the Pajama Regional, your Facebook group. But this here, if you are new to this business, these are the reasons that you need to read and reaffirm yourself and get your posture right, that this is a new opportunity and not an improvement opportunity. Jeff Roberti, yes. This is a new time in history. To me, the technology has allowed us to build our business online. We can build personal business brands that attract people with our new opportunity. We don't have to aggressively headhunt everyone. We can build this business in a way that it attracts people to us. Our new opportunity is one of the fastest growing industries in the world. Our new opportunity is attracting the support of key business people. Tony Robbins, Warren Buffett, Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki are all people falling in love, buying or being involved some way in a network marketing profession. Right? It's a unique time in history. Our new opportunity is now at a time in history when science has caught up to what the early adopters have known for years, that whole food nutrition is good for us. It's good for us. Our new opportunity is a customer-centric company. Close to 80% of our revenue comes from customers, not distributors or partners. Sets us apart. The studies. It's the most researched and sold nutraceutical in the world. Our new opportunity is not an improvement. I know for me, when I'm talking to people, I'm 100% confident that this is a new opportunity. Let's set up the next, I think is it 12 weeks before your conference. I love what Tony Robbins teaches about goal setting. I think it's the most effective way to plan your next 12, 10, whatever it is. You are all going to the next conference in Texas, right? You are all going to be there. And we are going to set ourselves up for success between now and then. And this is a little bit of a working session, so you'll need pen and paper. We've got 10 minutes to get through it. Tony teaches on it in about an hour, but we're going to do it faster because we're high achievers. And it's called RPM. And the first part is result. Where will you be in your business when you are at the next conference? If someone knows the dates for that, if you could please put it in the comments, that would be great. I think it's 10, 12 weeks. Is that right? Somewhere for the next conference. October 17, 19. Boom. Where will you be at? Where in your business, what result will you have achieved? It could be a rank, it could be a number of customers, it could have a number of qualifiers under you, whatever that is that you are trying to achieve. By next conference, where will you be at? What is the goal? This goal should get you out of your comfort zone. I don't really love achievable goals because achievable goals means that you're going to achieve it anyway. Think about something that is going to push you. And then maybe add a 0 on the end of it and see how your brain handles that. Think creatively. Where will you be at by the next conference? It's the goal, it's the results, the R in RPM. And the next one is the most important part of this. P for purpose. P for purpose. If there is no purpose attached to this goal, you will not achieve it. If it is a goal that gets you out of your comfort zone, something you need to stretch for, boom, love it, Marie. If it is a goal that is going to make you step out of your comfort zone, you need to attach purpose to it. A why. It's the why. People do it for the why. Why is SC important to you, Marie, by the next conference? Is it the money that it's attached to it, which means it's going to give you a choice to do something else? Is it a goal around customers or pay line? Okay, because that's going to set you up one step closer to giving you more time with your family, more time choices, to leave your job, to spend quality time with your family. The why, the why, the why. Write it down. Write lots of them down. How are you going to feel? How are you going to feel when you achieve that? The result, the goal. How are you going to feel when you achieve the result? Closer to NMD. The thing is, you need to know why you want that. There needs to be a purpose to it. It's not about the title. Why do you want NMD? Why do you want SC? Why do you want $4,000 a month? Why? Purpose, purpose, purpose. Because when you attach a purpose to it, you will work for it. If it's just a title or just something you're going for, a piece of paper, is it going to get you out of your comfort zone? You need to attach the why to where you are going. Why? How will you feel if you don't achieve it? It's a big question. Write it down. Spend some time on this. Most people are motivated for pain, more motivated for pain, to get away from pain than they are to work towards pleasure. They're our biggest motivators, right? Pain and pleasure. Pain and pleasure. What will life look like if you do not hit your goal by the next conference? Love it, Brittany. Yes, Cuba Canada Conference. And I'm coming, Melissa. So when you do it, come up and tell me all about it. Actually, Melissa, let's do something else. What happens if you don't hit Q by the Canada Conference? What's it going to be? And then come up and do it in front of me. Is it like 100 burpees? Associate pain with you achieving your goals if you don't hit them. Set yourself up. Get an accountability partner. Put some pain attached to it. Awesome. Put some accountability to it. Huddle up. This is my goal. This is when it's going to happen. This is why it's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, do something. Eat dog food on a Zoom. Put some pain out there. Make it real. People will work more to work away from pain, to get away from pain, than they will for pleasure, in my experience. Where will you be at the next conference? Why is it important to you? If it is a title, and it's attached because there's a bonus attached to it, which is amazing bonuses around at the moment. If there is a title and there is a bonus attached to it, we're not talking in money. We're not talking in titles. We're talking about what that's giving us. The purpose, the purpose, the purpose. That's the goal. That's the result. That's what you're working towards, the purpose. QMD, Walking the Stage, October in Austin. Mastery, freedom. Boom, Debbie. What's going to happen if you don't? Come on, let's own this. We know how we work. Human psyche, like we're going to get away from pain. The last part of this is the method. M for method or MAP, massive action plan. It is the how-to. It is the least important of all those three things, because when you have a goal and you know the direction that you are heading in and you have purpose, you will find a way. But let's spend a few minutes. Let's help each other out here. What activities are you going to do from today onwards that is going to help you achieve those goals? Drop them in the comments. If you're a leader, huddle up with your team. What can you do? What can you do today, moving forward, that is going to take your business to the next level? Because enough is enough. You've got purpose. You've got a goal that you are heading towards. You want to get out of this pain that you're in. What's the how-to? Talk to more people. Awesome. Hillary, how many people are you going to talk to? How many people have you been talking to? Has it been enough? Do you need to talk to more people? Do you need to talk to more people? More events. How many more events? Guys, be specific here. Be very specific. If you've been talking to 2 people and you are not happy with where life is, up it. Maybe put a 0 on the end of that. See how your brain handles that, right? We're excited about business. We're excited about the lives that we are transforming. It is not about the title. It is about the lives that we are changing, you getting away from pain. It starts with you. You've got purpose about yourself. There is pain in your life that you're trying to get away from. But then you are thinking about other people. How many people do I talk to? I do it in a different way, Jane, but sometimes it's 1,000 people. Like, let's think about this, okay? There are so many ways to talk to people these days. Is it reach out? Teamsy, awesome. Okay, 20 people a day, 6 days a week. Boom. Boom. If you've gone from 2 or 3 and you're doing those reach outs and you are not happy with where life is at, step it up. You've got 10, whatever the maths are, 10, 12 weeks before conference. This will not happen by chance. Activity, posting on social media, starting conversations, working in groups, like-minded, common interest groups. If I am a mum, I am not going into PT groups unless you have a passion about PTs, okay? But you need to find what you have a connection with, the people that you have a connection with, common interest groups. Common interest groups. Simon Chan teaches CLAM. Find the post, comment on the post, like the post. So if you go into one of those groups, comment on the post, like a post. Add the person on Facebook as a friend. Message them. Courtney, I just loved your post. XYZ, this is what resonated with me. Now I've started a message with Courtney. Now I'm in a relationship with Courtney. My goal with this is to take strangers, people I do not know, people I've just met in the group or wherever. Take them from strangers to friends. Why do I want to take them to friends? Because if you think about your friends that are in your world, you know about the pain that is in their life. Remember, this is solution selling. You do not have permission to start spamming people. You need to take an interest in people. We take strangers to friends. How do we do that? We connect with them on Facebook or Instagram or on the street. On the street. Don't tell people it's not possible. I've connected with 5 or 6 people in the last 48 hours. At the coffee shops, on the plane, talking to parents about their daughters that are just having kids. Opportunities are everywhere. Why? Because I take an interest in people. Because I know people are in pain. And I know how to ask questions. How do I ask questions? I take an interest in them. Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. I don't talk, they talk. A simple method here is when you're connecting with people, go through what Fraser teaches about Lord. Find out about their location. It stands for location, occupation, recreation, and dreams. Location, where do you live? Tell me about it. I've never been there. Tell me more about it. Do you enjoy it? What do you do there? What's their occupation? What do you do for work? What do you do for work? Do you love it? No, I hate it. Why? Tell me more. Boom. First pain point. I'm a dental assistant. I hate staring at people's teeth. All right? My hours suck. I don't spend any time with my kids. I'm doing 6 days a week. Right. That sucks. Tell me more about that. Right? Recreation. What do you do for fun? What do I do for fun? I don't have fun anymore because I'm a dental assistant. I work 6 days a week. Right. What did you used to do for fun? I used to play golf. Okay. Next pain point. Now we're getting to the questions and we're getting their pain. And what's the last one? D stands for dreams. What do you want out of life? Where are you going to be in 2 years or 3 years? Because if you don't have a plan, life does not change. And you can have this conversation with people. And then you know what? When I know those things, I can then invite them to check out what I'm doing. Because when we go from strangers, people we don't know, if I go onto Facebook now, Facebook is suggesting people for me to be friends with. Boom, they've done the work for me. Facebook know who my interest is. If I get past all the Juice Plus people, then I can find the people that Facebook, you know, the smart people that work their algorithms out. They're saying, Courtney would be a friend of yours. I'm suggesting you have got some common interests with Courtney. I can now connect with Courtney. Boom. We are now friends. How's life, Courtney? What's going on? I go through Lord. And then when I have the pain, and only then, remember we are solution selling. I invited her to check out what I'm doing. That may take a week. That may take 2 weeks. Right? You may only get to the recreation in Lord, what they do for fun. You might not get to the dreams. Don't be in your head about this. Hey, Courtney, just curious, would you be open to checking out some information on how you could earn extra income if it didn't interfere with you being a mum or around your already busy life or whatever it is? Insert the pain. No worries if not. Just thought I'd ask. It's a casual, posture's right. They don't need me. I don't need them. They need me. It's a new opportunity. But your method, your map, your massive action plan, okay, is the activity between now and conference so you can hit a goal because you have purpose. You have got purpose. Solution is, first time I've heard that, Chris, that is awesome. I'm writing that down. I'm learning stuff. Yes. I'm going to leave you with this. A story about one conversation I had. You tell me when, I don't know, I've been on an hour, Courtney, you tell me if I have to jump off. I'm going to finish with you with one conversation that I had with a lady. She responded to a post that I put up. I can't remember what the post was. I had one conversation with her, followed our system, put her in 3-ways, put her in a 3-way. My uplines inspired her. She joined. Didn't know her at the time. Got to know her. So she was a stranger. I took her to a friend. Okay, how did I take it to a friend? Because I took an interest in her. I got to know her family. I got to know her dreams. I got to know where she lived. She lived locally. I got to know with her occupation. I got to know about her recreation, what she did for fun. Once I knew that stuff, I shared what we do with her. Within 12 months, she hit NMD. Within 18 months, she hit, I think it was 18 months. 2 years maybe, she hit 39 Club. It started from one conversation. We've got lots of people like that. It started from one conversation. So this is my question to you. And you get to fill in the blank. What are you one conversation away from? What are you one conversation away from? Is it transforming someone's life? Is it helping someone with something that's gone? Yes. What are you one conversation away from? Is it transforming someone's health? Is it transforming someone's life through this business? Is it introducing someone to this amazing business because they've been lonely for the last 10 years and now they get a new family? Because the last part of taking strangers to friends is friends to family. That's the last part. And who is the family? It's the people that are in your team, your tribe, your Juice Plus tribe. It's your sidelines. We're taking strangers, people we don't know, people that are in pain, people that are looking for a new opportunity. They just don't know it yet. We're taking them to friends. Who are my friends? The people I know about their pain, people I've taken an interest in, people I've gone, like if you think about the friends, your circle of influence, you know what pain they're in. And then the last part is you take them to family. What are you one conversation away from? Changing someone's life. Wow. The lives that we've seen change through this amazing opportunity is the best part of what we do. The best part of what we do. But one conversation can lead to changing thousands of people's lives in this business. Thousands of customers, thousands of team. What are you one conversation away from? But guess what? You've got to have the conversation. You've got to have the conversation to change lives. It's not about you. It's about them. Love people, take an interest in people. And you know what? Who knows where this thing goes? Courtney, is there anything else you would like me to talk about or share? Or
just keep talking. Like, let it in. Just keep talking.
I actually need to drink water.
Yeah. Drink a little. Again, we're glad it's water. But no, seriously, I'm going through this. I've taken, my hand hurts. It's cramping. So many notes. But okay, so if you could give us, we've got people that have been in the business for 30 years that are watching. We've got brand new people. Maybe they haven't even signed up yet.
Yeah.
If you could give one piece, one thing out of all these, I'm at the end of my notebook, out of all these notes that we've taken today, just one piece of advice, what's the most important thing?
Love people. Love people. Take an interest in people. This is a relationship business. I'm challenged about what industry we're in. Are we in the health industry? Or what business are we in? To me, we're in the people game. When you show up taking an interest in people, don't be in your head about this. Come from your heart. Take an interest in people. Want to see people's lives change. Want to see people's lives change, because then you're thinking about them and not yourself. And you can take down all the strategies and everything. But as soon as you start thinking about other people, you become real. You become a person. You take an interest in. And guess what? People do not know. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Care. And what does that mean? It means, Courtney, I've got a solution to your problem, your pain. Come with me on the journey. Come with me on the journey. Let's do this together. Together, not I'm teaching you. We are doing this together. We are holding arms. We are family now, and we are going for it. When you have that mindset of we are doing it together, we are going to change lives together, they then know, the people that have just joined your family, they know that you are in the trenches with them, that you're going to be through the ups and downs. But it starts with taking an interest in people. It starts with taking an interest in people. Showing up, talking to people. Don't be at the coffee shop on your phone when there are people around you. Think about that now. No one wants to sit at a coffee shop alone. Why? Because they're worried about what they'll look like. They're so busy on their phone. No, take an interest in people. Talk to the next person on the table that's there by themselves. Right? It's because we're showing up and taking an interest in people. And when you care about people, that's when they're going to go, you know what? You've got something for me. I believe that you have a solution to my problem, and I'm going to trust you, and I'm going to come on the journey with you. But it starts with having that 100% rock solid mindset that I know I can fix their problems if they're willing to come with me on the journey. Don't overcomplicate this. Just love people.
And that is something new, you guys. Like that right there is transforming in every way, because most companies, most people have an ulterior motive. We just, as Ashley Hudson says, we just want to love the crap out of people. Just make it about the people, right? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Seriously, I'm sure people are going, don't stop. Let me keep going. Oh my gosh, Bryan, thank you so very much. And if you have any wisdom, Bryan, that you want to impart to the people on the Facebook group and the Juice Plus Pajama Regional Face, if you're part of that group, feel free. I know people are like drooling. They want more. They want more. Listen, I love that we all want to grow. We all want to go somewhere with our lives, and that you are amazing and willing to invest in all of us. So thank you so much, Bryan, for waking up in the middle of the night and just sharing. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
It was the first for me. It was a first for me. I love doing things for the first time and getting out of my comfort zone too. So you've helped me as much as I've helped you guys. So thank you so much. I can't wait to see you at conference.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll see you in Calgary and in Austin, and you won't be wearing pajamas, right?
No, it's the first.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Bryan. Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you. Have a great time with your NMDs.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Woo!